midnight and city lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling to say hi, but your words, they cry. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain for sure.
Hello, this is Binti Karuga here. It's on a Sunday, it's another day in the afternoon. Welcome you all, wherever you are. Feel free, feel at home, feel here. And today I wanna talk about schools in America. I know people from back in Africa or in my country, they don't know what's going on here. But the key word here is to learn about American school system. I want to talk mostly on these areas about the people who immigrate here with the children. If you have children here, you have to consider many things. Mostly the main key word here in America, not even job. Not the first thing is, if you have kid, you are immigrating here with a child, please put in mind, it's not a bed of roses here. In Africa, you have so many people who helps you out. First of all, let's know what you need to consider first. Here we have four stages of school here. It's almost like Kenya, because first of all, your child has to go kindergarten. From kindergarten, they go to elementary school. Elementary school here in America, back in Africa, Kenya, we call it primary school. Then here, they go to middle school. Middle school here is still primary school in Kenya. But here, middle school, I will explain later. Then we go to high school. High school is there in Kenya, is secondary school. So here, kindergarten, the kids is mandatory, and they have to go when they are 6 years old. Because here, elementary start from 6 years to 11th years. Because now the middle school is here 7 and 8. 7 and 8 in Kenya, they call it 7 and 8. But here they call it grade 7 and 8. Here you use grade, not class 7, class 8. No. Here, when you come here, we call it grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Then when you are joining high school, where is secondary, there you go when you are 14 to 17 years. That's it. The only difference is grade and how we call primary, secondary, that like that. It's not a very big difference. But the reason here I'm saying I want to talk about people who comes here with the kid. It's a little bit tricky, because when you are taking your baby at the daycare, there is this class is 2 hours, 2 hours only. This class, you have to take your child to kindergarten, and then you have to 2 hours again, you have to go and pick them up. So it's a very tricky class. So here, it's not a place where we will tell your kid to walk home and come with the neighbors. Back home we are used to like back home, we will just tell kids like, go to the beds and play with their kid until I come home. No, or dikwa sogo kadakagena ogekale kwa sogo, dikwa gukagu, dikwa mama, dikwa tatagu. No, here there is nothing like that. It's your responsibility to know how you go and take your kid from school, pick them up, drop them up. That's where I was telling you guys, on that time nilikurakura to ticket, because it's just a crazy shift. Utakibisa mtoto shule, before you notice unaenda kumchukua, na tena ukichelewa huyo mtoto ukichelewa siku 2 3 utakuwa fined, na siku ingine ukipatiwa warning, huyo mtoto atachukuliwa na watu wanaitwa social workers. Utachukuliwa, mtoto atachukuliwa, unyimwe custody yake. Custody means huyo mtoto atachukuliwa and you are not going to be able to assess that child. So here in this country, a child is more. It's like a child is not yours. You cannot control your own child because you have to take that child to school on time. You have to get that school on time. If you get late, it's another problem, guys. So when you think of relocating here with a kid, please note, you have to know the state you are going to go, where there is somebody who will be helping you with that child, please. Here you can't be able to employ a house girl. It's so expensive, you can't afford it. I was lucky, and I always thank you, God, and it's because of God He gave me a family who understand, because I came here with a child. But when I was settling down, I took my baby back in Africa so that she can continue with the school there, and then so that I can be able to settle down. So my child went back to Kenya for a few years. Then I brought her back when she was in grade 3. Grade 3 means it's class 3. And that's where she started. And she was luckily grade 3. Now she was going the whole day. They get at 9 until to 3. Some school differs with the county. So that's where my child started. Here uniform, they wear uniform. Mostly like Fridays they have free dress. They can wear what they need to wear. And it's not like mandatory. They braid their hair. Who cares? You can braid your hair. You can put rasta. You can put color on your hair. Nobody cares here. You can just style your hair. You can wear earrings. Nobody cares. So the only thing here they care is you take your child to school on time, and pick up your child on time, and you have to make sure the child doesn't lose any school hours, because if you make the child keep on you putting your child home and then you call the teacher back home, mwana wako ndaraigwa wega, my child is not feeling well, no, it doesn't go like here. They have to put in note, and that point is called point. Those points will add up. The next minute you will be called to court. Here there is nothing like you can't put your child off from school for 1 week and then you take it back without any reason. So school here is, even if the teachers do not beat kids, they beat them through the note and the point they give them. So please, when you plan to come here with your kid, when you look for location to relocate, the first thing to consider is the school for your children, the school for your child, who will be close to you to help you out. So please, you come to Dallas, Texas, you meet me here. I can advise you. I can help you with one way or another. Other state, I don't know. But when you come here in Texas, I can be able to help you with some ideas, because I have passed through that as a single mother. So I know it's not it's not a laughing matter here. Raising a child here by yourself as a single mother, as a single dad, is not easy. It's a little bit tricky. You don't have your sisters here, you don't have your mother, you don't have your grandchildren, you don't have your neighbor, you don't even know your neighbor. So but if you remember to get an apartment where when you get from your host, you can get apartment where where the bus will come at the gate, so your child can just stand at the gate, and then the bus will come, stop, and take that children to school and come back and drop that kid over there. So it's so important to consider about the school, and then job can come too, because you can drive so far away, doesn't matter. Like me, where my daughter goes to school, she just walk, it just across my fence. She cross the gate and she get to school. But where I go to work, I drive like 1 hour every day because of the traffic and all that. So Please consider that when you come into this country with a kid, please, even if you are a couple, you have to consider about, because of the work schedule, you have to consider about the school. School is the key word here in America. School zone, school area, school zip code. Those are the things that you are going to think about first. So when you are moving from your host, put that one in mind so that you know, because so many people has come here and they have a lot of problems settling because of their kid. So please, I have been helping people with the kid because I went through that and I had a good host who helped me here and there. But when I moved from their house, at least I got so many I got ideas and I got the experience because I maneuvered around. So please put in mind the area, the state, which state is good for your child, which zip code has good schools, which zip code is, you have to, where does the bus stop? Where, what time does the children is picked up on that location you are moving in? So those are the things to consider: the place, the time, the distance. So you have to consider all that. Job wise, don't worry, that one you can figure it out. You can drove 2 hours here, there is no big deal with that. So all that you have to consider. Guys, I love people. I love to help people out. Please, as you get stuck, you come over here. You cannot get stuck. When I am here in Texas, I can help you one way or the other. Please, guys, let's stop here for today. I just wanted to educate you guys about the school because I felt this is a very, very important point to consider. When you get a green card, you settle down, you got a job. Before you get a job, if you have a child, that's what I mean, you have to consider the school first before even think about the job, because it's very, very important. Because here the child cannot stay home without going to school. Elementary school here, yani primary school and secondary school, guys, here is free. You don't have to pay any money. The only thing you pay here is when you go to college or to universities. Those are the time you pay. But primary, secondary, here the schools are free. The bus is free. The bus will just come pick you up and take your child to school and bring your child back. So you don't have to worry about all that. So that's another important things to do, because parents back home, they are suffering so much because they don't have any school fees, or like secondary school, it has become too much. But here the school is free. Please, guys, and the children here is kind of advanced. Education wise, they don't struggle so much like in Kenya. But here, like when they are in secondary, they can work at the same time they can go to school. The system here is based, is put in a place where the children, they are not overwhelmed like how in Kenya, Africa, we were like kind of overwhelmed with homework, with the studies, with research. Here it kind of is. It's not that too much like back home there. So guys, I'm so happy. Let me leave it here. May you have a wonderful Sunday. Be blessed, and I'll see you at the next video. Please be safe. Kwaheri.